everyone, and welcome to today's healing session. I'm going to lower the music just a tad bit as we discuss what the intention is for the healing session today. So some of you have already seen the post that I've made earlier about your inner light, connecting to your inner light. And so when we are stuck in autopilot, when we are living inauthentically, when we are just going through the motions in life, it's so important to remember your inner light. And so this is exactly what the intention is for today. For those of you who are feeling this energy so far, go ahead and share some love and some energy with me back. You can like this live stream, share this live stream with someone who is kind of missing their spark in life. Maybe they're not really feeling as purposeful or as inspired, and they're really just needing to connect back to the essence that illuminates them. So this is also great for you. If you are someone who owns a business or you work with a lot of people where you're on a path to inspire others, you cannot inspire others without first being a form of inspiration yourself. And the way to do that is to connect to your inner light. So let's go ahead and get into it. The playlist is different today. Let's see how we jive with it. You guys know I don't like to make changes, but we're gonna see how it goes. If you're not following me already, go ahead and give me a follow so we can continue our healing journey together. And last but not least, I am taking mini Reiki sessions today. So if you want to save your spot in line, go to the link in my bio, get your mini session, and we'll get started with those in a little bit. Make sure that you are sitting up nice and tall. You are aligning your spine, vertebrae on top of vertebrae on top of vertebrae on top of vertebrae. You're taking your shoulders, rolling them up, back, and down so that they're laying nicely in their socket. You are unclenching your jaw by separating your teeth, placing your tongue on the roof of your mouth, relaxing all of the muscles of the face, all of the muscles of the body, down to your fingertips, down to your toes. Make sure that your feet are nice and supported by the ground underneath you. Today, our collective healing is to help you reconnect back to your inner light, that essence that illuminates you, so that you can have a bigger reach, so that you can inspire others, and so you can continue to shine. Happy that you're here. Welcome in to everyone who has just joined on this live stream. My name is Melody Unique. I am an energy healer and a spiritual mentor. And today's healing session is to reconnect you back to your inner light, that essence of you that allows you to feel inspired, feel illuminated. It is that essence of you that becomes extremely magnetic. So instead of you chasing after a certain desire, chasing after a certain outcome, or even attaching to a certain outcome, your inner light is going to be the gravity which magnetizes whatever it is that your heart's desire is to you, instead of you having to take on so much action and so much effort. So if you've been feeling uninspired, if you've been feeling like your spirit's broken, maybe you're feeling numb, or that life is just kind of missing a little bit of extra shine and sparkle, this is the perfect live stream for you. In a little bit, we will be getting into mini Reiki sessions where I tap into your individual energy, see where you're energetically blocked, and then begin the healing process for you. For those of you curious, because you've never seen me before, let me see a star emoji in the chat if this is new to you or you are new to me, just so I know who we have here. I've been doing this for over 4 years, for whoever asked. It is my passion, it is my purpose. I love to bring healing to the collective in a way that's unique and different, but also in a way that educates you as well. Is it true that you can do Reiki with just your eyes? Yes. Oftentimes when I'm doing Reiki on these live streams, it's not only my hands that is giving you the Reiki, but it is my eyes and my breath as well. We just started. So join on in. Welcome. Glad to see you guys here. Hello to all the newbies. Leave a star if you're new to Reiki or you are new to me. If you're feeling the energy, go ahead and give this live stream a boost. Tap the screen so that we can reach a larger community of people who are looking to bring a little bit more light into their life. The music's louder than me, I can lower it. I know that some of you are used to the calmer music today. However, you may not know how often I go on these live streams. It's incredibly often. I have tons of videos on not only my TikTok but on YouTube as well, and all of them include very calm music. So today we're shaking it up, we're having a little bit more fun and joy. If you're someone who usually relaxes a little bit more with calmer music, you are more than welcome to tune down the volume and play some music in the background of your own environments, or you can even go to YouTube and watch the calmer Reiki sessions there. But when we're connecting back to our inner light, let's go ahead and have some fun with it. Let's add some fiery energy. Let's have it be upbeat. This is different for a reason. So allow yourself to sink into it. Stop questioning things. Stop getting into your head. Maybe today is less about relaxation and more about activation, okay? Who's excited for the difference in the music? Let me know in the chat. Send me some music notes. Let's get some energy going today. Not all healing is about resting and relaxing and purging and releasing. The beautiful part about healing is that you can infuse energy into your cup as well, into your being as well, and heal that way too. So let's go ahead and enjoy the polarity and the contrast of today. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. For those of you who are feeling still tense from the day that you've had this far, I want you to do your best to tap into your breath. In through the nose, deep down to the belly, and out through the mouth. Since this is an extremely activated and fast-paced Reiki session today, maybe you being tense is just an excuse for your body to let you know, a sign for your body to let you know that you can shake it out, move it out, start stretching a little bit. There are so many energetic shifts that are happening. Maybe have a dance party over where you're at. Allowing yourself to connect to your inner light means allowing your true energetic signature to shine through and to really permeate through your whole entire being through embodiment. So maybe if we're not necessarily focused on quieting the mind today or tapping in a way that's super, super peaceful, maybe we can tap into a little bit more fun, a little bit more joy, a little bit more movement, expression. Some of you are like, yeah, I should stand up. I've actually been sitting all day. Get a little bit of movement going. It's okay to move. It's okay to shake. Some of us have been living too far in stagnation, and it's time to add more movement, more expression, more embodiment into our lives. Give yourself permission to feel a little bit more free today. We have a question. Can Reiki help with headaches and gastro issues? Absolutely. Go ahead and sign up for a mini Reiki session through the link in my bio, and then just type headaches and gastro issues, and we will get to it when we're working through the individual sessions today. Breathe in and out. Who is feeling the energetic shifts so far? Welcome, welcome to everyone who has just joined in here. Let me know that you are feeling this energy today. Go ahead and send a sun emoji if you're feeling the energetic shifts, because today we're talking all about connecting back to your inner light. So there's nothing stronger in the sense of light than the sun. So let's go ahead and share some emojis in the chat if you're feeling the energies today. If this was a positive boost in your day so far, maybe the highlight of your week. A little pattern disruptor, if you will. I know I'm definitely feeling the activation. I feel like I'm about to break out in sweat right now. I'm almost gonna tune up my, or turn down really. Turn up or turn down the AC? Technically it's down, but then it like boosts the cold, so it's up. I know you know what I mean. For those of you who have been feeling a little bit like your spirit's been broken, maybe it's been a while since you've reconnected back to that inner source of light within you. Maybe you've been feeling like things are lackluster, or you're just going through the motions. Can I know a little bit about you? Let me know in the chat if that has been you lately, where you're just going through the motions, things are feeling a little bit empty. Maybe you're still being productive, but there's just something that is not quite activated within you. There's something that's not quite clicking. Joy or pleasures don't really seem the same for you. Even when you're searching for that instant gratification, it's like, on to the next. For those of you who responded yes and who are agreeing, when is the last time that you really connected back to yourself? What are the practices that you do daily, if any? You can let me know I don't do any practices, or you can let me know I've been working on this in therapy. What is it that you're doing lately, or what is it that you're not doing that is causing this issue for you? Or what are you doing to combat this issue? Let me know. Remember to keep up with the breath in through the nose, deep down to the belly, and out through the mouth. Let's go ahead and take one deep breath in here together, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. I know I said one more, but let's do one more. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. For those of you who are like, where's the relaxing music? I have tons of videos with relaxing music up on my YouTube if that's what you prefer, or you can just turn the music down. Today is not about relaxing, today is about activating, so get into the vibe. Healing is not just about relaxing and releasing. Sometimes healing is about getting super activated, tapping into the fiery essence within you. And today is all about connecting back to your inner light. It's honestly funny to me how reactions are forming just from the music alone. It's like, just vibe, let go control. Find peace with the present moment and take it all in for what it is. Exactly. Someone's like, I'm at work, so I need this, not relaxing, I don't want to fall asleep. The amount of comments that I've had where people are like, I'm watching you at work, but I'm about to doze off, or I'm driving and I'm watching you and I'm about to fall asleep. It's nice to have a combination of energies, right? It's nice to try some things that are new. It's nice to adapt to different things. And I feel like this is a little bit of like a universal message for those of you who hopped on here too. How have you been reacting to things lately in your life? Are you reacting to things out of ego, out of resistance, fear, doubt, lack, and worry? Are you reacting towards things in a more negative way? Or are you just observant, collecting your emotions, understanding what your emotions are letting you know, and then making a response based off of your inner being, based off of your authenticity, based off of the true self? How have you been reacting lately? Maybe it's time to really face the way that you've been reacting, because the way that you react to the universe, it's just going to bounce back to you. It's just going to bounce back to you. So what is it that you are emitting? What is it that you are confirming with your thoughts? What is it that you are confirming with your feelings? Because that could be why you keep on manifesting the same life that is causing you all of these issues, causing you all of these doubts, causing you all of this turbulence, causing you all of this chaos. Maybe it's time to recognize how we are actually reacting to the universe. When we see something that we're like, maybe that triggers me, or that's a little different. Are we so quick to combat that? Are we so quick to open our mouths and be brash or harsh about something? Really take a moment to reflect on that and see what kind of tweaks, what kind of changes you can make within your reactions this week. Can you let go and surrender to the flow? Or are you going to constantly go against the grain of how things are, of how other people make decisions and take actions? Why are you so concerned with the way that other people are living their lives, or what style they choose to dress in, or what art it is that they prefer to create? Why are we being so opinionated and judgmental of it? Why can we not just embrace what we are experiencing and either decide to flow and resonate with that same vibe or energy, or say, well, this is great for a moment, but I'm going to go off and see if there's anything else that inspires me further. This is a Sui Holy Fire 3 Reiki. This is different than what a lot of people see out there. A Sui Holy Fire 3 is very traditional, if you will, but I always put my own unique spin on it. So the Reiki that I use is a combination of the Sui Holy Fire 3 and just my own personal technique. Very good, Miss Nikki. Glad to see another Reiki practitioner enjoying some healing today. Honestly, with the energy of this music, I might tend to do these more often. And then slow it down once we get to the individual sessions. But for the collective, I feel like this is a good idea. And honestly, part of me just, the Gemini part of me just loves how it annoys people. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, oh, this is annoying you? Let me do more. Again, ha 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 ha, again. You guys know that TikTok that's like, ha 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 ha, again. That's that Gemini moon. I swear I'm a calm being, but that Gemini moon, whenever someone tells me to do something or they react in a way in you know, judgment to what I've chosen for myself, I'm like, oh, so you want me to do it more? That's what you said. That's what you embodied. My Sag, Stellium, and Gemini rising felt that. Who else is kind of like that? Who kind of goes against the grain when someone tells them what to do or what they don't like about the other person? I just woke up from sleeping. I was sleeping in, so I definitely need to wake up. Glad that you joined the live stream. I'm gonna go ahead and actually, I'm like sweating right now because of all the activations happening. Maybe you guys are feeling the temperature kind of get warm where you're at right now. So let me go ahead and fix my AC. Then in a moment here, we do have people who are waiting in line for a mini Reiki session. So take this time right now through a very brief 2-second pause to go to the link in my bio. You can still hear and be a part of this live stream while you're submitting that form by clicking my icon right here, going to the link in my bio, and hitting mini Reiki session. That way you and I can share a little bit of energy with one another, and I send Reiki healing directly to you. So go ahead and do that right now so you get your spot in line, and I'll be right back. Someone's like, I have to catch myself sometimes, like, is this actually proactive or are you just trying to rebel, babe? I feel that. Who's a little bit rebellious in nature. Maybe that is your inner light. Maybe that is your inner essence that's trying to come out a little bit. Finding a good balance between being rebellious, staying true to who you are, and expressing yourself the way that you see fit. I'm an Aries with the Leo moon, so I'm just gonna do exactly what I want. I love that. I actually got a shirt. I'm just gonna do exactly what I want. That's actually a good bio for social media. One thing I wanted to mention to you guys is I do have a little subscribe thing, which I'm not sure if I'm pointing exactly to it on my screen. It's right here. But becoming a subscriber is going to mean something a little bit different moving forward. It's going to mean that I'm going to start posting exclusive content to my subscribers only, and they will be personal requests. So it'll be 60 seconds of your request, so whoever becomes a subscriber from this point on can DM me, let me know that they have subscribed, let me know what their request is, and then I'll post it as a video for subscribers only, so you get to rewatch it over and over and over again. How do I connect to my inner light? Today we are doing Reiki to connect to your inner light. So just allow yourself to enjoy this experience as I'm essentially doing all the work for you. All you have to do is participate, have fun, share some energy back with me if you're feeling yourself illuminate a little bit more. In terms of practical steps of how to connect back to your inner light, that's exactly what I teach. I lead lost souls who have maybe reached a lot of external success in their life. So maybe you are someone who owns a business, maybe you're someone who's always getting to that next income bracket, maybe you're someone who is having a family, you're starting a family and you're wearing all the hats and you feel like you've got your home life down pat, but there's something else that's just missing, right? There's just some essence that is not really clicking and you're feeling just a little bit lost on the inside, a little bit disconnected. I lead those kinds of souls back to their authenticity by energy healing, taking inspired action, and reconnecting you to your inner light. So for anyone who's like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I've been needing right now, you can apply for a one-on-one mentorship with me. It's you and me, 90 days, exclusive life-changing support with bi-weekly Reiki sessions and mindset shifts to allow you to do exactly what we just talked about when it comes to authenticity. Beautiful. I'm going to read some more comments here if we have any. Authenticity and expression has been a huge theme for me, so you might not be wrong about that. Good. Who else has been feeling like, you know what, I've truly been living in authenticity for a very long time now. Maybe I'm someone who knows how to manifest very well, or at least good enough. I'm someone who's very productive, always strives for the next thing. Maybe I even people please a little bit too much, and I'm looking to reconnect back to who I truly am, to express myself the way that I wish to without all of the expectations of society. Let me know if that is you. Very good, everyone. So right now we're going to shift into mini Reiki sessions. So let's go ahead and get started here and see who we have first, who is in my line. I do still have spots available for individual sessions, so please let me know if you're about to sign up. That way I can wait for you. We have Madeline, then we have Katie right after. Got you covered. So Madeline is experiencing a lack of certainty and clarity with their business and how they can be more successful to make more money. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and switch the music for now. Get back into a little bit more of a calmer state of mind for these individual sessions. Madeline, I'm gonna have you consent out loud in your head or even in the chat. Take a deep breath in for me. And a deep breath out. Okay, I'm noticing some major solar plexus issues. It's giving underactive, but I'm also seeing somehow an abundance of energy here. The abundance of energy that I am seeing here is the stuck and trapped stagnant energy. That is what is limiting the flow of energy inside of that one energy center for you or chakra for you. So I'm seeing definite like self-esteem issues, self-worth issues, self-value issues for that solar plexus. I'm also sensing even digestion issues for you as well. So maybe you haven't been holding down your food quite right, or maybe everything is making you feel like you're bloating. It could just be that you are getting a random stomach ache from time to time and you're like, is this the food that I'm eating, or is this the stress that I'm having? Like, what's going on? Your solar plexus is the main source of the monetary issues that you are experiencing right now, and it is keeping you from branching out into that next level that you're looking to hit. So for a lot of different people, when it comes to money manifestations, when it comes to having your like a ceiling for yourself that you're wanting to break past, it's always going to come down to the energy center. So today for you, Madeline, it's definitely that solar plexus. And with that being said, when you're having some issues with your willpower, with your motivation, with your determination, that can also lead to a lack of clarity in how you want to move forward with your business, because it's like your mind may have that desire or your heart may have that desire, but in order for you to actually take the proper action steps to get there that align with what that desire is, you need your solar plexus, you need your living life force energy. So I do have a free masterclass in the link in my bio called Chakra Codes, and in that Chakra Codes masterclass, I go over how you actually manifest using your energy centers. And if your energy centers are blocked, it does not matter how many times you repeat your affirmations or do the 369 or visualize what it is that you desire, you are not going to experience your manifestations. Or you experience your manifestations and they're only temporary, they're fleeting, you can't hold on to them, or it comes across as a manifestation that was almost what you wanted but still not quite right. So again, Meline, we're going to focus the majority of this healing on your solar plexus today, because that was the biggest thing that I saw for you. And then we're going to address a little bit of like the mental barriers that you might have. We're going to address how that solar plexus is disrupting the clarity and the focus and the vision that you have for your business, so that once your head and your body, your mind and your body have a stronger connection, you're able to move forward with a lot more confidence. And it doesn't even matter if you feel like you do know or don't know what next step is best for you to take. When you take that action based off of a decision and you're like, I'm going to go all in, I'm going to just go for it, usually you're going to see exactly what you want, because it's the energy behind the action that makes the most advancement for you. It's not just the action itself. Okay, so I'm going to have you continue to breathe in and out through your nose. Make sure that you are sitting up nice and tall. And let's get started. Your spirit guides are letting me know that you might question yourself a lot of the time and who you are being and who you are portraying yourself as, because a lot of the solar plexus is also your identity and who it is that you perceive yourself to be. And if you're striving for this external manifestation of money or abundance, and you feel like you are changing your persona to suit your clients or to market yourself better, and you're feeling like you have to just create an entire new identity in order for you to have more sales or just be better in business, I really want you to question who the identity is that you are creating, and if it's in an actual alignment with your own authenticity. Because what can happen is that we get so caught up on the external validation and measurements of success, and we value that more than we value who we are and what makes us unique. So if you find yourself blending in business, but you're wanting to set yourself apart and show your own unique expression of yourself, you have to step into authenticity. And chances are, with the blockage that I'm feeling in your solar plexus, you may not be as authentic to your true self as you may believe you are. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to have you take your hands, rub them together, blow into them 3 times, and place them on your belly. So right underneath your rib cage, right above your navel. And feel the heat start to generate in between your hands and your belly. And just infuse yourself with your own light energy, with your own healing energy. Breathing in, using the diaphragm to inhale and to exhale. I want you to breathe in just like this for 5 breaths. whenever you are done with those 5 breaths, you can continue to place your hands just where they are, or if you are ready to, you can place your hands back on your lap, palms facing up to the sky. Very good. Beautiful. Focusing now on your third eye, allowing your beliefs to match the desires that you have, not getting confused, not having a lack of clarity, not feeling foggy, not feeling wishy-washy. Healing the energies of your past, your present, and your future. Perceiving yourself and your life in a new light. Connecting your mind, your body, and your soul. So that you can become a powerhouse and a force of nature in your business. And provide solutions for those who need you, for those who are dream clients, for those who resonate with your style. Really allow all of this energy to melt from the top of your head down to your forehead, to your mouth, your chin, your neck, your shoulders, embracing a state of knowing, embracing a state of peace, feeling the energy melt all the way down to your fingertips, to your waist, your hips, your knees, your feet, and your toes. Very good. Take one more deep breath in for me. And out. Very good. All right, Meline, I'm going to go ahead and close you out. Thank you so much for trusting me with your energy. When you are ready to break through to new levels of monetary gain for yourself in business, I highly do suggest that you tap into your authenticity so that you can take inspired action instead of action that's only being fueled by fear, doubt, lack, worry, resistance, stress, anxiety, burnout, and overwhelm. When you are having that action, when you are making that decision, and it's backed up by your authentic way of being, it's backed up by what your inner being knows about you, you will notice massive impact, not only in your business, but in how you view yourself, how you view the world, how your clients are going to see you, how your family's going to see you. So I highly suggest that you apply for my one-on-one mentorship that will walk you through how to do exactly that. We have bi-weekly Reiki sessions, which are a lot more intense than what we just had today. This is just a little taste, working on 2 of the energy centers. Bi-weekly, we will work on every single one of your 7 energy centers, doing a deep dive on what the energetic blockages are and getting to the root cause of those imbalances instead of just treating the symptoms of what you're experiencing. Because right now, feeling like you're in a state of lack or feeling like you just don't know which next step to take is a symptom of a deeper issue that we can get to working together in an exclusive mentorship. So you can go to the link in my bio right now, apply for that mentorship, or I can send the link to you as well through your email that is going to have the replay of the session. So thank you so much again for allowing me to connect with you in this way. I hope you have a really good day, and I'll hear from you again soon. just ordered one. Hope you received it. Okay, let me double check because I know that we have someone else who's waiting in line at this time. So let's see what our line looks like. We have Katie who's next, and then right after we have Anne. So Katie, let me know if you're still here. I know that you signed up way in the beginning of the live stream. Your area of concern is stress relief, so we can definitely help you out in that regard. I'm here. Beautiful. Hi, Katie. Have we done a Reiki healing session before? Your username is very familiar. I feel like we may have, and if not, that's totally fine. Maybe I've just seen you in the live streams before, but sounds very familiar to me. Anywho, what we're gonna do, you're like, yes, once. Okay, beautiful. So, once before, perfect. See, I remember my people. It was just one time and I was like, I know you. I've seen you. Let me grab a bottle of water real quick and then we're gonna get started in your session. So go ahead and make sure that your posture is nice and tall. Okay. So, let us connect. I'm going to have you consent out loud in your head or even in the chat. Take a deep breath in for me. And a deep breath out. Ooh, a lot of mental overwhelm and stimulation. I wonder if that's the same exact reading that I gave for you last time. A lot of mental overwhelm and stimulation. You have to get back into your body. You have to get down into the energy of Mother Earth. Okay, so I'm not sure if you are energy cleansing yourself or doing any sort of relaxation techniques at home, but it is super crucial for you to connect back to the energy of Mother Earth, and it's super crucial for you to get into your physical body and maybe even a little bit more into your heart space and your emotions than your head. And so if you're someone who works with screens a lot, if you're someone who communicates with other people a lot in your business, if you're someone who goes home after work and your main source of decompressing that stress is through TV, is through reading, is through going on your phone, we have to kind of switch up what that routine is. And we can start little by little, but just make sure that you are taking all of that energy that's pent up in your head and discharging it in a way that's actually going to provide a long-lasting relief for yourself. You said, yes, I got out of sync with meditating and it really threw me off. Let's get back into it little by little. Something to help you, because I know that you're in your head, so let's be a little bit analytical about this. Something that can help you is, today is Thursday. Start from Monday. I want you to think about everything that you did on Monday, everything that you did on Tuesday, everything that you did on Wednesday, and today is Thursday. So see how you started the day before you came on to this live stream and you're having your session. And I want you to say, okay, this is when I woke up, this is when I ate, this is when I went to work, and this is what I did after work, and this is what I did right before bed. And I want you to just see how much time is going into those categories. Where is the majority of your time going? Obviously, I know work is one, obviously not, I know sleep is one, but outside of those two, where is the majority of your energy going? And then try and take at least 1 hour. I'm gonna push you to say an hour because I've worked with you before. So I have a lot more tough love for the people that I've worked with before than just like the newbies and beginners. If you were a newbie and beginner, I'd be like, oh, just start with 30 minutes. Let's allow ourselves to come back home to ourselves. Let's allow ourselves to find the peace that we're looking for. We have to understand how to manage our own stress in a holistic way. That way, we're no longer searching for other things. And with that being said, we want to reduce these cortisol levels as naturally and organically as we can, because if not, then we're going to start to experience some physical symptoms, and I don't want that to happen. However, I can already tell that you probably are having mood swings more often. You're probably getting agitated more often. You're probably not having the best quality of sleep, or you are feeling like overstimulated to the point where you cannot live in the present moment. And that's all that I'm getting from just reading your energy alone. So whether it's meditating or doing some sort of other healing technique or energy cleansing practice, you really want to make sure at least 1 hour. And it's going to be the best hour of your day, I promise you. It's honestly sometimes more challenging to mentally get ourselves to the point where we get on the yoga mat or that we do the meditation. But when we're in it, we feel amazing. So give yourself one amazing hour every single day, and we'll start from there and see how things shift for you, okay? So with that being said, I'm gonna have you continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. You said so meditate for an hour, good idea. You can, if you can get to that point, if you wanna do 30 minutes of grounding and then 30 minutes of meditation, or you wanna do 30 minutes of grounding coupled with meditation and then take another 30 minutes to do some yoga or do some sort of movement practice, get into your body. We have to remember to get into the body, because sometimes too, meditation is a very mental process, right? Of course, we're trying to observe our thoughts, but what are we, that the whole connection happens here. So grounding your energy with the earth will allow you to have more of that down pull, so we can detox the stress that's happening and the mental stimulation that's happening. So have your meditation, yes, but do something that gets you in your body, that makes you feel like you're expressing yourself and that you're in the flow. So what I don't want to see is you say, okay, well, let me get into my body. I'm going to exercise and do like 5 of these, like 10 of these, and like all these crunches. Like, no, like we're still accessing the mental body for that. We want to be fully present in the physical body, where everything else around you kind of like disintegrates and dissolves, and you're just in your beingness. That's what's going to help you the most in the long term. That, and maybe having a little bit more consistent Reiki sessions, but we're going to get into more suggestions about resources to maintain today's healing after we actually do it. So again, continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. I'm actually going to suggest something for you that I don't typically suggest for my clients in general when it comes to being inside of the session, but I want you to focus on tapping so that you can, even in this session, get out of your head and get more into your body. So I want you to start tapping at the top of your head, then you can move down after a couple breaths to your eyebrows, temples, top of your cheeks, all the way down to your clavicles, and then you can start patting yourself down your arms, your chest, all the way down to your legs, and finish at the feet. If you don't finish at the feet by the time that we're done here, that's totally fine. Take your time, do not rush. That way you are completely focused on what's happening on the physical body and not allowing mental distractions to come in when they're not welcome right now. So again, let's go ahead. By now, your tapping should be around the clavicle or chest. Take it slow. If you're already down to your stomach or your knees, go ahead and start tapping back up at the clavicle and the chest space, or even the arms. tension should be at the stomachs, the waist, the stomachs, the stomach, the waist, or even the top of the legs. Go ahead and wrap up those taps down from your shins all the way down to the bottoms of your feet. In 3 more breaths, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Beautiful. Very good. All right, so that is all that I have for you today, Katie. Thanks so much, of course, for allowing me to tap into your energy yet again. What is it that you do for work? I know it says Katie Cleveland Art. I'm not sure if that's a side passion or if that's what you do primarily, but let me know what you do in your business or for your career, just so I can kind of gauge why this is happening for you and why we have so much mental stimulation. Let me know. And then in a moment, we're gonna work down the rest of our list here. Oops. Let me know. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for your answer, I'm going to suggest to you, let me see. Oh, you're very, very welcome. I think my chat is on a delay. So let me see if you let me know what your career field is. I think my comments are just being slow. I'm not sure why it's not coming in yet, but that's okay. I'm going to suggest to you as well the one-on-one mentorship with me. That way we can continue working through this, because as I was doing your healing session today, we did inspire a lot of relaxation, and we were moving some of that energy from your mental body all the way down so it can release, so you're not having as much stress, and we can reduce those cortisol levels. But it was very sticky, if you will. It was definitely still hard to move, and so that means that we've conditioned it time and time again to always just be overstimulated. And if that continues to happen again, I just don't want to see you manifesting dangerous health concerns for yourself. I don't want that to be like a migraine that you experience or some like back of the neck pain that you could experience. And that may also really impact how present you're being, not only with yourself, but with your loved ones too. And so you're like, I keep trying to write it, but maybe it's not coming through. And someone said accountant, so maybe it's accountant, or someone was just writing that to write that. That's okay, it's not coming through, but that's totally fine. My suggestion to you is still gonna be the same. That way we can work together every other week through Reiki healing sessions and really get down to it, because this is seeming like an energy that's very stagnant within your being, and I want you to begin conditioning yourself into a different way of being in your own lifestyle and in your own healing journey. That way we can kind of dissolve a lot of the stress that you're experiencing, because again, I don't remember if you had the same intention as last time, but something inside of me is resonating with the fact that there is still a lot of mental energy being clouded up there last time, and I'm feeling it almost just the same, if not more, this time. And of course, being in the industry that I'm in, I don't want to see this progress for you even further. So what you can do too, if your comments are not popping up for me, which I think is the issue, just DM me and we can talk back and forth through here or on Instagram. And of course, I'm going to send you an email of your session, and we can communicate through there too and see what the best game plan for you is. But you can go, when you're ready to work through this with me, you can go to the link in my bio and apply for mentorship, just so I can read some of the challenges that you're going through, some of the setbacks, your desires, what are the main issues that are happening in your life, and see how we can work you towards your goals in a way that actually seems reasonable for you and is actually going to provide you some long-term benefits. I said, okay, we'll love to do one-on-one. Okay, perfect. So let me know if you decide to apply through the link in my bio. Right now, let's see who else we have. Boop, 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 boop. So we have Anne, who's next. After that, we have Deanne. Okay, so Anne, if you're still here, let me know. Right now, your areas of concern are tiredness, back and hip pains, feeling overwhelmed with things at the moment, and trouble sleeping. So we have a couple different things going on with you as well. It already seems to me that you may have some sort of blockage, and I'm just going to go on a limb and say it's maybe at least one of them is probably the root chakra, based off of what I'm seeing your symptoms are right now. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so Anne, I'm going to have you consent out loud in your head or even in the chat. Take a deep breath in for me. And a deep breath out. Interesting. Okay, give me 1 second to get all of the messages here. Okay. I might be getting a little bit personal in this healing session because of what I'm sensing for you. Ooh, and I'm starting to, okay. I'm getting a bigger picture from your spirit guides. I feel that you have had a life growing up in which you had to always be on guard. You either had to always protect yourself, things were unstable, maybe you even got into like a couple fights back in the day. Like, I feel that you are someone who either had to like close yourself off from the world and just kind of like always protect yourself and be in your own little hermit mode, or you felt like you had to do that but physically you couldn't and you had to just like rustle tussle, whether that was a very physical thing or you used your language to do that, or your energy to like combat people and just kind of like thwart people away from you almost, if that makes sense, or thwart like intimacy away or something like that. I'm really just sensing a very solidified being that's very, very, very tense. Very, very, very tense. And when you function and operate that way for a long amount of time, it can result into different symptoms. And for you, I feel like this tiredness, we're going to get into the hip pains, but the overwhelm is coming from you always being in that kind of fight or flight mode. And for you, I feel like it's typically fight. And if not externally, then definitely internally. Maybe your internal dialogue is always like, you got to put up with it. You got to be strong. You got to move past this. You got to put away these emotions or something like that, because I'm sensing you very like condensed and very like contracted, if that makes sense. So we're going to do what we can to kind of like release and allow you to step more into an era of ease in your life. Now, with the back and the hip pains, those are correlated. You said definitely internally, I think. Okay. So the back and the hip pains, there is something going on with your sacral. I'm not sure if it is big enough of a pain, like a literal pain for you, that you've gone to the hospital before. It may be worth getting a checkup for whatever it is. Like, I'm not sure if it's getting your uterus checked. I'm not sure if it's like a posture thing for you, where maybe your hips are not necessarily aligned, or the way that you're walking and then up to your knee, it's kind of like, you know, impacting the way that you walk or something like that. But this is something that I'm experiencing as being very, very, very physical for you. And I do believe it may be time to get it checked out. Maybe you've even like considering like, oh, this hurts, like should I go to the hospital, or oh, this ain't really feeling right, but I'm gonna tough through it, I'll just pop some pills, I'll be good. I don't know what it is, but this is not just stress. This has already manifested, from what I can tell, as something very physical. And even if it hasn't manifested into something like very, 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 you said I'm seeing a Chiron now too. Okay, so you're seeing a Chiron now. Very good. Love to hear that. When they did the x-rays, I'm wondering if they said anything about the back and the hip pains. We'll do the healing session today. Let me know within the next couple days how it's alleviated you, how it's helped you. But if you're still feeling these pains, even though you're going to the chiro, I would definitely just say like maybe get your uterus checked, or see if they can do some sort of whatever to help you out in this process, because I hate seeing that and I hate feeling that in people. I don't want you to continue to go through this. So with that being said, let me see what else. And you said trouble sleeping. Okay, so let me tap back in, because that was like the biggest thing that I saw. I want to see if there are like specific energy centers. The sacral is overactive. If we were to give it like a name or a label, completely way too much energy going on in there. I do feel a disconnection in the root as well. So I'm going to say that's just underactive at this time. A blockage in the crown, for sure. And I think that's leading to a blockage in the third eye as well. And I feel like those two mixed in with whatever's happening with that underactive root is contributing to your sleeplessness. Okay, so let's go ahead and start healing it. I want you to sit up nice and tall and straight, have your feet firmly planted on the ground, and continue to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. What I'm going to have you do is take your hands, rub them together, blow into them 3 times, long, deep breaths, place them right on your like ovaries and uterus, if you will. So right on that sacral area underneath your navel, and just infuse a lot of peace, a lot of calm, a lot of soothing energy into that area. Use your breath to filter out any pain that you may be experiencing. Good. Keep your hands there for the remainder of the session, even though we move to different energy centers. many deep breaths. Go ahead and take in 4 more deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Very good. I'm gonna go ahead and close you out. Beautiful. So for you, Anne, let's have more of a chat outside of this live stream, because I want to see what your monthly cycle has been like, if it's been very painful, if it's been normal, if it's been irregular. I want to know how long you've had this back pain, hip pain, and how long you've been experiencing this tiredness. Did they all come around the same time for you? Were they all kind of separate? I need the answers to all these questions, just so I can have a better understanding of what's really going on with you energetically, and then how we can move forward in the future. I will say that I know that you're already investing in chiro appointments, so I know that you care about your well-being, and I know that you care deeply about making sure that this isn't manifesting into something even deeper for you. So I will say, if you're very committed in helping yourself through this, and this Reiki session was beneficial to you to any degree, even working on a couple energy centers, not even getting the whole body yet, I would probably suggest for you to the mentorship. That way we can continuously have the Reiki sessions, because just like, being in a chiro appointment, you have consecutive appointments, because little by little we're shifting you and getting you to where you need to be, and it's an accumulative service. The same thing happens with Reiki. And so the difference between like this mentorship that I'm suggesting that you apply for and the Beyond Balance program is that you won't have the one-on-one sessions exclusively with me, and it's just taking healing into your own hands, which you can do if that's what you prefer. But I really do feel like just tapping into your energy and seeing how serious it feels, I want to make sure that I can engage with you exclusively through Zoom and have those conversations with you, so we can work towards progressing you in a better way that lasts longer for you. So you're like, thank you, I felt that, I'll message you on Insta. Beautiful. That way we can go back and forth through voice memos. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, and I really hope that you let me know how things go for you within the next few days based off of this healing. Hi, Courtney. It's so good to see you. Let's keep going here. We do have a couple more mini Reiki sessions to get to, so let me go ahead and read off my list so you guys know where we're at. We just had Anne. So who I have next is Deanne. After that we have Max. Hi Max, it's been a minute. And then Sharon. Okay, so as you guys know, who've probably been here on my live streams for a while. I never like to rush these sessions. They are supposed to be about 10 minutes long. Sometimes I go over, but I never want to rush these sessions. So thank you so much for those who have been waiting and are just so patient, because I like to make sure that we're getting to the bottom of things as much as we possibly can in the time that we have. And sometimes it takes a little bit of time. And yeah, so thank you. So Deanne, if you're still here, let me know. I also want to let you guys know too, if you did sign up for a mini Reiki session, but for whatever reason you have to hop off of the live stream, your Reiki session will still be done. If I have to hop off of the live stream, I will just send you your own personal healing video outside of the live stream. But either way, you are going to receive it. So if you're like, well, what's the line look like right now? Is it long for me to get mine? It's fine to still go and get your mini Reiki session. You are going to have it. It may just not be on the live stream depending on how it works out today. But do not hesitate. If you feel inspired to have a Reiki session, there is a reason for that, okay? And I'm not just saying that. There's usually a reason. Reiki is super conscious. Reiki has its own intelligence. And so if you're feeling like, oh, I'm inspired to like see what's going on with my energy and get to the root cause of the issues that I'm facing, then make sure that you're signing up regardless if it happens on this live stream or if it does not. Okay, so Deanne, with that being said, you are our next person. So I'm going to go and see what your areas of concern are, Deanne. Okay, we have quite a bit. So lots of overthinking and fighting yourself, romantic relationship issues. Is the person for you? What are you supposed to do? Lots of stomach issues, pain, cramping, bloating, wanting to be my most authentic self. Love that. Self, to help myself, and then money trouble. So we have a slew of things going on today for you, Diana or Deanna. I don't want to mispronounce your name. So we're going to get to as much of that as we possibly can today, but just based off of the abundance of different things going on, we're going to see how much we have time for. A lot of these issues are going to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Intermingled, if you will. So some of the issues that I'm sensing, let's say for like the romantic issues and feeling confused in that, could be the head and the heart space, could be those heart chakras, crown chakras, and of course with the overthinking as well, not being able to make a decision for yourself, going back and forth fighting yourself is also usually a mental thing. The stomach issues with the cramping and the bloating, definitely solar plexus, and the authentic self is solar plexus as well, could also be possibly impacting your money issues too. And so I didn't even tap into your energy, and I could sense that. Let's see how it actually goes when we tap in. So I'm going to have you consent out loud in your head or even in the chat. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. What is going on with Deanna? Lots of mental overstimulation. Lots of mental overstimulation. Completely overactive in the crown, completely overactive in the third eye. Solar plexus is blocked. The heart space is actually pretty balanced and is trying to give you signs, is trying to send you intuitive messages, and they cannot be received right now due to the overactivity in your crown and your third eye. You can't perceive what the messages are even though they are there. What's going on with money? Solar plexus for sure. Yeah. The blocked solar plexus is adding to a lot of issues. Let me see if there's anything else going on. Your spirit guides aren't saying too much about your root, but I can already assume that the root has some sort of disconnection from earth energy. So I'm always going to pretty much recommend that to anyone, to go outside, ground your energy, commune with Mother Earth so that you're not so up in your head. But primarily today, we're going to work on that solar plexus. We're going to work on third eye, and we're going to work on that crown for you. So continue to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'm actually going to start at the head because that was just so much happening there that I want you to feel the ease as immediately as possible. This will help you be more decisive as well. Once you can kind of get your mind and body that connection to be a little bit stronger. It's going to be easier for you to listen to what your heart is telling you. Your heart is speaking to you so much right now, and you cannot hear it. It's like being underwater and like hearing the jumble, yet you're striving so much for the answers. Your inner being always knows the truth of you. We have to reconnect. There is a massive disconnect right now. I feel like you keep looking for external signs outside of your body, and your body will always let you know, especially in relationships when you're like, do I trust my head or my heart? What is your body saying? What is your body saying? Your body's always going to let you know when you're confused with your head and your heart. Your body's always going to be talking to you. When you're around the person, how do you feel? When you're in a business meeting, how do you feel? When you're engaging with certain events or situations, how do you feel? How does your body feel? Those are all signs to look for. I feel too that you're really in need of a heart-to-heart with someone who understands and someone who gets it. So if you have a person who is your support system in this life, I want you to engage with them and have a sit-down conversation, lay it all to them and vent to them. Oftentimes with my clients, I actually advise them to not always vent to other people, but to vent to themselves and vent to their higher selves. But because right now there's a bit of a disconnection that you have going on where the intuitive messages aren't coming as clearly, select a person, and it can be me as well. But if you have someone else, select a person, and those messages will start to come through that person, because you're telling the universe, this is the person I select. I need to hear, these messages from an actual language, not just intuitive sacred language. I need to hear the messages from the physical realm so that I can really understand what's going on and get to the bottom of things. But you need a heart to heart is what I am hearing your spirit say. Breathing in through the nose, deep down to the belly, and from the belly out through the mouth. Okay, I have a little bit of a tough love message that your spirit is having me translate at this time. And the tough love message is that one person that you are in a relationship right now with, you have to have some time alone. Not that you have to like break up or anything like that, but you have to have like at least like 72 hours without maybe conversation with them, or maybe you're limiting the conversation with them so you can like come back home to yourself in a way where you can hear yourself again and not hear their opinions, their thoughts. Especially too, when you become intimate, especially physically with someone, it's very easy to like have a telepathic connection to them. And in that way, if you guys are going through a disagreement, sometimes it's hard to like filter out all of the rubble and get to a sense of clarity. And so just for your literal own peace of mind and for you to restabilize yourself mentally and emotionally, if you can just take a period of time where you're just listening back to your own thoughts as an individual instead of the thoughts that you may have in unison or as a couple, I feel like that will truly, truly, truly help you, because your inner voice seems very quiet at this time, and chances are 9 times out of 10 when that's happening, you're operating out of a state of ego and unalignment. And so it gets so much easier to be reactive. It gets so much easier to question yourself because you're trying to find that inner voice, but it's very, very quiet because I feel like you've been operating out of ego a lot. And it's not like necessarily a bad thing. We just have to like awaken back to our own sense of consciousness and our own individual sense of beingness. And when you're in a relationship with others, sometimes it just muddies the water a little bit. So that's a little tough love. At this time, I'm going to have you take 3 more deep breaths in through the nose, out the mouth. Very good. All right, Deanne, I'm going to go ahead and close you out. Beautiful. So we had a couple messages come through. I definitely want you to access the replay so you can go through that experience again. And I know that it said that you're a mindset coach as well. So I know how important it is to make sure that we are living the same lifestyle that we are preaching to our clients. And especially to one of the things that you were saying is that you kind of want to boost your monetary gain. And boosting your monetary gain, you already know, has to include being that authentic self. And right now, if that inner voice is just a little bit too quiet for your liking and you're getting a little bit mixed up in the chaos and the turmoil between your mind and your emotions, it's very important to again take a couple steps back. Now, I know you know how important it is to invest in mentors and coaches who will better serve you and get you to that next level that you're looking for, because you are a coach. So if you feel that you're ready to actually step into your fullest self, create harmonious relationships because you're able to take inspired action instead of continuing to repeat certain cycles that are not serving you, but yet they're difficult and challenging to break because you're going through it maybe alone, then I really do suggest you apply for one-on-one mentorship. If anything, to just allow me to see what's going on with you a little bit in more detail, and then let me know what the setbacks are, let me know what the challenges are, and I can understand where you're coming from a little bit more. That too, if you don't feel that you have a solid support system that you can have a heart-to-heart conversation with, essentially bi-weekly we do the Reiki sessions, and then every other week that we're not doing the Reiki, we're actually having those heart-to-hearts and getting the answers to the questions that you have when it comes to reconnecting back to who you are. And I know that's going to create massive change for not only you personally and relationship wise, but massive change in your business for sure, without a doubt. And I tell you this because when I stepped into my own authenticity after living so many years in programmed belief systems that kept me, not saying that you have a toxic relationship, but it kept me in a toxic relationship, not only romantically, but within my friend group as well. When I fully stepped into my authenticity, that's what allowed my account to grow from 0 followers to 1.4 million followers in 1 year, because I did the work of energy healing, I did the work of tuning back into my own intuition, and I did the work that allowed me to take inspired action based off of my authenticity. And that's exactly why I teach this, to see others grow in exponential ways as well. So I do suggest that you take the time now that we're done with your session to go to the link in my bio, apply for mentorship, and I can see a little bit more about you. But that's what I have for right now. Thank you so much for trusting me with your energy today, and I will talk to you again very soon. Max, you came back in perfect timing. I'm gonna let you guys know who is left on my list today. We have Max, and then right after Max is Sharon. So hold on tight, Sharon. We're still getting to you. Max, thanks for your patience as well. So right now your areas of concern are anxiety, fatigue, and overall lack of energy, feeling bad energy just around you. Okay, so we definitely need to get into energy protection, which also means energy cleansing. So if you don't know how to energy cleanse yourself, I'll send you some resources that you can get to help you. That way you know how to use earth, air, water, fire, and spirit to cleanse your energy. When you cleanse your energy, not just through intention, like I'm protected, that can work great too, but what works even better in conjunction with that is you actually cleansing your energy in a very physical way. And when you do that, that's what's going to help you decrease a lot of the anxiety that you're going through right now. And also that's what's going to keep you from feeling drained and having other people take your energy away and stuff like that, or feeling that there's bad energy around you. It won't even cling on to you, because energy cleansing literally means taking the bad or negative energy away from what's being stuck on your energetic field. When you have that kind of bad energy, negativity around you, ill will, jealousy, competitive nature, whatever it is, when you have that around you, it gets onto your energetic field. And depending on if your inner being and your inner frequency resonates with that, let's say you have like a really, really bad day, you're thinking awfully about yourself, or something happens, your friend gave you bad news and now you're feeling bad, all of that energy will then sink down deeper into your being and create blockages and imbalances within your being. So in order to combat that, we want to erase that from your energetic field, and you do so through energy cleansing. So Reiki is a form of spirit cleansing, but I would definitely suggest possibly more fire cleansing, definitely earth cleansing, and a little bit of water as well for you too. So keep that in mind, keep that in the back of your head. Go ahead and consent out loud in your head or even in the chat. Take a deep breath in and out. Okay, I don't know what it is that you do for work, but you must speak a lot. You must speak a lot is what I'm seeing, whether that is literally using your throat or you're communicating a lot through email, maybe content creation if you have to do that for your job. But I sense you communicating a lot. I do feel that your throat chakra is very strong, if you will, if I can call the chakra strong, but we'll say it's strong. But with that being said, I know sometimes too you may feel that you are being misunderstood, and so we're going to clear that kind of confusion out so that when you are speaking and when it lands on other people's ears, it's exactly how you meant it to land, and you're not getting, again, just misunderstood or having them construe it in a certain way to make you look bad or anything like that. I'm sensing that the energies that you may be feeling around you that are like bad have to do with work. You said I sing and yes, talk a lot. Okay. So I'm wondering if the energies that you feel are bad around you are coming from work. But that's really what I'm sensing for you. And that's crazy too, because I sensed a microphone. I'm not sure if you actually like sing with like a microphone, or you're just singing kind of like without that by yourself or something, like just as a hobby instead of a profession. But I did sense you having like that kind of microphone experience. So it's cool that you said that you're a singer. So with that throat being said, the crown and the third eye are a little bit more, I would say that the crown is blocked and the third eye is in an underactive state. So the energy flow in those areas aren't great for you at this time. I feel like it's inspiring a lot of pessimism within you, and it's inspiring a lot of maybe even nihilism within you from time to time. And so we're going to help clear those out. And then for you, there's something going on in the sacral. I'm feeling that it's a bit overactive, so we'll bring that back into balance as well. I just sense for you that you're engaging a lot right now with other people, and whether you're trying to network or get, I don't know, more followers or something like that. Like if you are singing and you're trying to promote yourself or put your work out there and you're really trying to connect with more souls, I really do see that as like a key thing in your life right now, a key, not lesson, but just like turning point for you, if you will. And with that being said, that sacral energy is what connects you to a lot of people. And so we're going to make sure that that's cleaned up for you, because that sacral does hold a lot of creativity, inspiration, spontaneity. And so if you're trying to use that kind of energy to connect with more people or to get your work out there, then I sense that it's definitely something we have to touch on today. So again, we're working with that sacral energy, we're working with the throat energy, the crown, and the third eye. just breaking apart a lot of that stagnant energy that is around you at this time. Again, the element of fire will be very helpful in this, the energy of water and the energy of earth as well. Keep up with your deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, letting out some noise. A deep, deep, deep exhale. Next, I'm going to have you take your hands, rub them together, blow into them deeply 3 times, and place them on your crown. And just infuse a lot of your own healing energy here, and really put into the forefront of your mind what you wish your mentality or prefer your mentality to be. So it could be an affirmation that you're saying over and over, or a mantra over and over as we're doing this, but really infuse that intention, infuse those energies into your crown and allow your crown to expand because of that. And then we're going to work here together for about 4 breaths. Infuse some Reiki symbols into the chakras that we mentioned before. Very good. Beautiful. All right, Max. That completes your healing session today. I too want to know what it is that you do for your job and your career. There's two different routes that we can go with this. I would say that, let me see if you, no, that was not your response. I would say that if you are looking to learn a little bit more about how to actually energy cleanse yourself and get into a rhythm of self-healing so that you're really minimizing your anxiety and managing it better, and that you're not necessarily feeling all of the energies around you so much, then Beyond Balance would be good. But depending on what it is that you do for a job, I really do believe that the one-on-one mentorship may be in your best interest, especially if you're engaging with like a ton of people. That way we can get into like the nuances, and then we can have meetings back and forth with one another. I love Beyond Balance. I'm always going to suggest that program, but that's a little bit more for someone who's just kind of taking it easy. Maybe they're a little bit more beginner and intermediate, but I know that you've been in this kind of realm of spirituality and healing for a while now, so you may need a little bit more specified help with that, and that's where those exclusive Zoom meetings can come in handy. So 2 suggestions for you depending on what it is that you feel resonates the best, but you can go to the link in my bio and apply for that mentorship now, just so I can see a little bit more about who you are behind the scenes, what it is that you do for a job and stuff like that. And just get to know your desires a little bit better and see how we can streamline you to those without always getting so caught up in the mix of everyone else's energy being imposed on you. So thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy, and I will talk to you very soon. Okay, so we have Sharon, who's been waiting forever. Thank you so much, Sharon. For anyone else who's just tuned in and who is interested in getting a mini Reiki session, please do not hesitate. You can go to the link in my bio, click mini Reiki session, and sign up for yours. Even if you want yours to be private, you can let me know that you wish for it to be private, and then we can do it outside of the live stream. And so for you, Sharon, it's just love. Your area of concern is love. So if your area of concern is love, or if your manifestation maybe is love, can you be a little bit more specific with that? That way we can help boost it as much as possible in the right direction. With that being said, as you are letting me know what your direct manifestation is for love, I'm going to have you consent out loud in your head or even in the chat. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Okay, so first things first, I'm seeing to surround yourself with literally the color and the vibration of purple a lot more often. So this could mean protecting your energy a little bit more. This could also mean you becoming a little bit more conscious and reawakened to collective wisdom and your own spirit in general, to kind of telepathically connect to those people that you're wanting to inspire more relationships with. And you may not know who these people are, but that is going to give you a little bit of like a streamlined focus. So let's see what your manifestation is, because I feel like I know what it is, but I want to read it first. You said, I've had a mini heartache I've recently experienced, hoping to bridge me towards my main love, trying to manifest a specific person. Okay, so with that being said, I feel that you connecting a little bit more to like the color purple, the vibration of purple. It's a very high level color. It's something that really truly connects you to your subconscious. It connects you to other people, even telepathically. And so if you're trying to magnetize yourself a little bit more, be more magnetizing to that specific person, I do feel that having that stronger telepathic connection can really, really benefit you at this time. Not only that, purple is a very protective color as well. And so if you have amethyst crystals, make sure that you're cleansing them, charging them, and reprogramming them at this time, and use them while you're asleep, or use them while you're in a meditation to call in what it is that you're looking for. And that way we can thwart away any sort of negativity or some sort of subconscious beliefs that could be misaligning you from that manifestation. You said currently don't have any purple crystals, so maybe time to just kind of keep your eye open. Maybe someone gifts it to you. That could be something that you don't necessarily have to purchase if you don't want to, but who doesn't love to shop a little bit here and now and again? So that's something to just consider. It can help you out, but if you don't have something like that right now, then definitely You can do like little meditations and listen to frequency music that help you connect to your subconscious, that help you connect to your own crown chakra. But I'm definitely sensing that is something that your spirit kind of wants you to put more into practice. Connecting to the moon as well. So I'm not sure when the next new or full moon is. I think maybe it's a full moon that we have on like the 21st or something. I could be completely wrong. I'm sensing to use more of that moon energy and connecting definitely back to your divine feminine as well. You like wanted to clear some bad energy out from a friend betrayal related to this recent heartache. Okay, so a lot of heart healing for you, which we're gonna get into. We started with the crown, but the heart is definitely something that's being impacted as well. So we're gonna clear some things out as much as we can and soothe that area as much as we can. What I'm feeling for you too, let me see. Your spirit actually is not saying too much else. So you may have still some imbalances going on in the other energy centers, but for right now, your spirit is not letting me access them. So I'm going to respect your spirit and just continue to focus on your head and your heart, essentially. So maybe it's just time right now where you have to really focus in on your head and your heart. Tapping into your divine feminine aspects, tapping into the energy and the element of the moon is very water-like energy. So if you want to do more meditative practices or healing practices, energy cleansing practices with water, that could be very helpful for you at this time too. You're like, I want to be in full receiving mode. Yeah, beautiful. The moon, the water, and you connecting to your divine feminine, that's all going to help you be in the receiving mode. So continue to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth as we focus on those two energy centers for you today. I'm gonna have you take your hands, rub them together, blow into them deeply 3 times and place them on your heart space, reconnecting back to your own sense of intuition and femininity. Taking 4 deep breaths here in through the nose, out through the mouth. You may be wrapping up those breaths soon, so when you are done with that 4th breath, you can keep your hands there, or you can place your hands back onto your lap, palms facing down. Very good. Go ahead and take in 2 more deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Very good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close you out, Sharon. So first things first, thanks so much for allowing me to tap into your energy today and heal you. I would say that the best recommendation to maintain the healing work that we've just done in this session and to help you work towards your manifestation in love, as well as getting into the receiving mode, there's really nothing better. I'm going to be so shameless plug. There's really nothing better than the Beyond Balance program for this, because we focus solely on releasing the emotional blockages and trauma that are stuck and stagnant inside your roots, your sacral, your solar plexus, your heart space, which we touched a lot on today, your throat, your third eye, and your crown, which we also touched on a lot today. And when you're able to purge that trauma and heal the energy centers so that you have proper flow, your nervous system then regulates, which makes it exponentially easier for you to manifest what it is that you are seeking, okay? So if you're someone who's always feeling that you're chasing what it is that you're desiring, or that you're always be the initiator in some sort of love interest, or you always feel that people are just kind of coming out to get you, and maybe you're a little bit more in a victim mindset sometimes, then it's really, really, really a great idea to understand how your energy works, how your energy flows, and to get into a proper flow in every single one of your energy centers. No matter what chaos happens in your work life, home life, or social life, you being able to regulate your nervous system with a couple different practices is going to change the game for you forever. And since I know that you're someone who is doing your best to be open to love and getting over certain things and tapping into different energies, it's going to give you the best information that there is out there. And I'm again so shameless and incredibly biased, but this is what helped me when I was in a state in life where I was constantly repeating the same cycles over and over again in relationships, and I was chronically anxious, and it allowed me to get to a state of being that was actually feeling super stable and secure. That's the best state of being to be in when you're manifesting new things. You said I always refrain from chasing, but I want to be chased, and when it doesn't happen, I get dysregulated. Okay, absolutely. Thanks for sharing that with me, because it helps me understand you a little bit more. And I feel like that can oftentimes be pretty common, where it's just I don't want to be in my masculine. I don't want to be, always the one who's making it all move, groove, and shake. I want to just kind of sit pretty and be in this mode where I'm able to just receive and stop putting so much of the energy out and kind of reclaim back my power. You said this mini heartache is really what this is about. Absolutely. So when you're ready for that, I do have that available for you. You can I would suggest to go to the link in my bio and watch the free masterclass. So the free Chakra Codes masterclass tells you everything you need to know about your energy centers and how you use your energy centers to manifest. That could also help you in this quest for love and just getting a general sense and idea of how to get into flow and what energy centers centers may be, which we already know, which is the heart and the crown. But when you're moving forward past this mini healing session, it's good to know when those the other energy centers are out of balance as well, and what you can do to then regulate them. So that's what I have for you, Sharon. I'm going to send you an email of this as soon as I can. It might take a day or two because these files are really big, because these live streams are usually like 2 hours long, and then I have to upload them to YouTube. So it might take a little bit of time, but stand by and make sure that you're checking your inbox for when it does come in. I said, were you able to remove this bad energy from this betrayal? So when it comes to the betrayal, it is a little bit deep-seated and deep-rooted. Here's the thing about energy healing. When you're going to a practitioner, we can get about 75% of the healing work done. But if you are, what's the word I'm looking for? If you are in a state of being where you're still holding on to that to any capacity, that remaining 25% can then manifest into more feelings of betrayal and more feelings of bitterness and resentment. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you I got all of your bad energy from your betrayal from your heart space today, because it's not true. And any energy healer that says that to you is lying. I'll just be very honest with you. That's why it's so important that every single time I'm energy healing someone, I give them tips, techniques, and different resources to maintain the healing work in their own way as well, because it really does take the practitioner, but also you. And in combination of that, that's where you get to the root of the issue, where it doesn't recur over and over and over again for you. So because this is a situation that's fairly recent, I don't want to mislead you and say, we did a 10-minute Reiki session, you're perfectly fine with your betrayal, because something could trigger you outside of this Reiki session. And if you don't know how to regulate yourself, and if you don't know how to energy cleanse or energy heal yourself, you're going to spiral right back into the same thing. So what I can say is that after this Reiki session, really truly get into a more fun, creative, expressive way of being. That way you are maintaining this healing that we're doing, and in a way that is just kind of easy for you to get done right here, right now. When we release something energetically, we almost imagine like a little bit of like a hole or a pocket or a gap. Okay, so think about it this way. Your betrayal wound in your heart space right now, think of it as a physical wound. If you got into a bike and you fell off the bike, you hurt yourself, you have a gash and a wound open, and it's filled with rocks and it's filled with grass and it's filled with dirt, the very first step would be to assess the wound. We did the energy reading. Then it would be to release the rocks, release the gunk, which we did through just the emotional release and the Reiki. But then from there, do you just leave it open? No, you would usually put some sort of antibacterial soap or some ointment, or put a little band-aid on it, make sure it's protected from future pain, and then you would go get yourself an ice cream or eat a lollipop. You know what I'm saying? To like make yourself feel a little bit better. So the same thing happens energetically speaking as well. We did a lot of releasing today, but I want you to infuse some of your own happiness, joy, creativity, and expression, as well as learning what to do in the cases where you are fully triggered. It's no longer happy-go-lucky. You're not feeling in your divine feminine, and then you can tap back into it through those practices. Yes, you have to work on letting it go independently as well. This will help you, so definitely rewatch the replay over and over again to assist in this process. But remember, it takes me and it takes you. So, I can't sit and watch this all. How do I rewatch the live? So I typically upload the live streams within like a day or 2 days onto my YouTube. And so I have tons of other live streams that you can watch on YouTube. So go and subscribe over there. With that being said, everyone, thanks so much for joining in on this live stream today. For anyone else who's wanting a mini Reiki session, you can go and sign up through the link in my bio. Or if you're picking up what I'm putting down, you love the way that you energetically shifted in today's healing, whether it was just the mini Reiki sessions and listening in on them, or it was the collective Reiki session for connecting back to your inner light. I really do encourage you, when you're ready to make massive change in your life and stop getting stuck with external success and external validation, tuning back into your authenticity and taking inspired action for massive growth, I really do welcome you to apply to the one-on-one mentorship that I have through the link in my bio, or just send me a DM here on TikTok or over on Instagram letting me know that you like the live stream. Yes, I love the cowboy hat. The cowboy hat always makes me laugh. It's my favorite. Feeling emotional now after the session, is this normal? Absolutely. Go and do something fun. Drink a lot of water. Go play. Be merry. Tap into your inner child. Beautiful. Thanks so much, guys, for the love and the praise. I will talk to you all and see you all again very soon. Bye.